Peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to bring to you a few exercises that will help to strengthen your body for practicing the movement of Uadjet. Uadjet is a transitional position that takes you from Merkuti into a flat laying position so that you can open up the throat, stimulating the thymus, the thyroid glands, and opening up the throat chakra. This space that gets opened up through Uadjet is very important for a lot of people because there are a lot of people who are holding back, they're biting their tongues and not saying some of the things that they need to get off of their chest. And that constant stuffing is what creates dis-ease within the body. Peace to everyone who's here. Bliss to everyone who's here. That's what we're doing. Building love in sacred space. And you're going to create that. Uadjet is responsible for protecting, I won't say just kings, but it's a protective energy. Keeping in mind the protective energy that is necessary for someone who is of power, for someone who is always constantly in front of the people, doing and taking care of the people. You have to be strong. You have to be strong not just in your body, but you have to be strong in your ability to stop things from coming in spiritually, energetically, physically. Financially, you have to have protection. The king or the pharaoh sits on a throne. So for this energy to be responsible for protecting it, it has to be conditioned to see in the dark where people usually hide, right? So I'm going to give you a few exercises just so that you can condition your body to get into this movement. I'm going to give you the modifications so that you can safely get through this movement. All right? So the first thing I'm going to start with, hopefully you get a chance to watch and review this video, and then you do your proper warm-ups in opening up your body, following some of my previous videos before you hurt yourself just jumping in. So sit back, relax, and breathe with me as I show you some of the modifications and strengthening exercises before I get into showing you the transition from Merkuti, which is our forward bending triangle or forward bending pyramid, Merkuti pyramid in the Meduneter, okay, into Uadjet. Before you get a chance to warm up, if you have not warmed up already, you still can go from a flat lying position where you're on your belly, arching up your back, using your arms to push you up, to open up this space here, okay? All right, I'm gonna begin. So, you'll take to your mat. We're gonna breathe. We're always using the rule for breathing. I'm opening up my hips and the back of my legs. I'm gonna bend my knees and bring myself into what you all will know by now, if you've been watching the videos, Sesh 2. Okay? Inhale, pause, my palms. I'm going to open my toes. My weight is now in my palms. My toes are placed on the mat. As I inhale, I'm going to lift my hips up. As I exhale, I'm going to walk my feet out. And I want to work my feet where my heels can press firmly down into the mat, so the back of my legs is really lengthening in this position. This is Merkuti. The arms are outside of my ears, outside of my head. My hips are up in the air. My feet are flat on the mat and my knees are fully extended. If your feet cannot go flat on the mat yet and you're still sliding on your tippy toes, that's fine. And now I'm just going to breathe here. The modification is this. From this position, you'll inhale, rise up onto your tippy toes. And as you exhale, slowly bend the knees, bringing them down to the mat, keeping the toes pressed into the mat, okay? From here, the elbows are going to bend and stay close to the body. The elbows bend and go back towards the hips as you bring your forehead down as if you're praying. Then you will shift forward, bringing the elbows into the ribs, sliding your chest through, extending your knees, point your toes. You see this? Elbows are back. They are not out here because that will break your wrist. And you have no power here. Keep it close. You're going into a protective stance. Okay? Keep it close. This position here, now you're going to engage your core and the strength of your shoulders to push up. Inhale. Gonna lift. You're gonna contract your glutes or your butt muscles. And exhale as you push up. Take another breath in after you pause. Letting the head go back, exhale. You can breathe like this, breathe. Here you will feel your windpipe expanding, and as the windpipe or the trachea expands, it's massaging the glands, the thyroid, and right above your heart, the thymus. In order to get out of Uadjet, you're going to flex your toes. Inhale, your knees come up, hips come up. And that is if you have the strength to get your hips up from there. If you don't, you flex your toes, keep your knees bent. Inhale the hips back. Point the toes, exhale, and move into Mesu Heru. From here, you can get up on all fours, on your hands and your knees. Flex your toes, okay? And inhale your hips up, back into Merkuti. Again, walking the feet flat. This exercise takes a lot of control tippy toes. Continue to keep the elbows aligned. Let the head come through. And then push up. Inhale. Exhale and release the head back. Flex those toes. Knees up. Inhale the hips up. Walk the feet flat. Press them down. Press the heels down. Opening up the back of the legs, the calf muscles, and the hamstrings, all the way up into the glutes. Okay. Let me know, peace. Let me know if you're able to follow that so far and understand the modifications. The basic modification is that you're going to bend the knees and let the knees support you before you push yourself up. Okay? So, from your cootie, your toes, your feet are about hip width apart. You're gonna go up on, for those of you who do ballet, it's releve, up on your tippy toes, okay? Then you're gonna slowly bring your knees down to the mat. You'll have your feet providing support and your hands providing support and the breath. As you exhale, the breath is going to let you feel lighter as you bring your knees down to the mat, okay? Once you get your knees down to the mat, remember that the elbows, right? They don't go out here. So it's important that the hands, the fingertips are straight ahead. So that when the elbows bend, they stay in. Okay? They stay in. Your hands stay stable in that same position. They stay flat. They don't move at all. This is your hinge. Okay? This is what's moving. Just the elbow and the chest. The hands provide stability for you. 2 exercises that will definitely help and assist building that strength will be your push-ups and your planks. For the men, this Uadjet movement is very good for you building up control during your sexual activities because you're going to need the upper body strength and the ability to keep your hips light, okay, so they can move how they need to move when you're above your mate. For the ladies, for all that you're doing and you're carrying on your shoulders, this is a great upper body strengthening movement. And then energetically, I want you to continue to remember that being able to speak your truth is important. Knowing how and when to speak your truth is important. The way that you can get through that is 1, stimulating this throat chakra here and the heart, opening it. So that when you deliver what you need to say, it's said and it does not backlash, it does not attack you in return. That's the energetic behind this, okay? And when you're strengthening your upper body in this way, you're giving yourself the power to control how things come about and out of your mouth. All right? So I'm gonna go through some, I'm just gonna show you the modified push-ups for my people who are not usually doing push-ups. It's no thing. One thing about muscles is that they condition very quickly with repetition. So I'm gonna show you what's called a negative push-up for those of you who need a modification. Most people already know what a modification is. Pardon me. most people already know what a push-up is, so I'm going to show you the modification because most people are they're deterred from doing certain exercises because they start with the I can't. I'm going to show you that you can, okay? So you have the modification. Those of you might know girl push-ups, right? You got your ankles crossed, you're on your knees, upper body, hands about shoulder width apart. Again, you want to keep the elbows in. This is a negative push-up. That means you're going from up and slowly controlling yourself to go down. You may not have the strength to push yourself up yet. A negative push-up is one directional, going down in a controlled way. Come on out of it. Climb up. Start again. This is ground zero, okay? Slowly controlling your body weight down, okay? Once you've mastered that and you get strong enough, your next move is to slowly control yourself going down, slowly pushing yourself up, okay? Slowly letting yourself down, slowly pushing yourself up. When you go from that stage, your third level is a negative push-up from the normal push-up position. Slowly bringing yourself down, walking yourself back up, right? This is a negative push-up. Slowly letting yourself down. That's it. When you get stronger there, here we go. You're in your push-up position. Notice the hips are not up here, the hips are not down here. You want to make sure there's no stress on your spine because it's aligned. A spine that's aligned is not going to have pain. You down, you up. Okay? You down, up. That exercise is going to help strengthen you so that you can do Uadjet with more control, with strength and ease. All right? You also can throw in there a plank, which is getting into your push-up position and just holding it for as long as possible. You can start with 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. Okay? So let me know if this was helpful. Leave your comments, share this video. I appreciate you being here, and we'll connect again next week. Peace, love, and bliss to you.